Every morning, millions of young Ghanaians wake up to the same question: when will things finally change? We are told youth are the future, but for many, the rent, the job hunt, and the system says otherwise. What if I told you there's already a plan, one that's supposed to change everything? It's called the National Youth Policy, 2022 to 2032. It was launched and has already been under implementation since 2022. It promises jobs, better health, and a louder youth voice in national decisions. But here's the surprising part. Most young Ghanaians don't even know it exists. So before you give up on change, maybe it's time to take a look at the plan that's meant to shape your future. Big promises, high hopes. But is it working? Let's take a look. In 2022, Ghana renewed its National Youth Policy, a 10-year blueprint meant to unlock the potential of millions of young citizens. It aims to create jobs, improve health, and give youth a voice in national decisions. It sounds visionary, a youth decade for Ghana's future. But for a generation that's seen policies come and go, one question lingers. What makes this one different? Meet Amma. She's 26, bright, ambitious, and unemployed. She studied business administration, graduated with honors, and has spent 2 years sending out applications with no response. Now she runs an online thrift store just to get by. Amma's story isn't rare. Many young Ghanaians can't find a job, and many who do work are stuck in informal, unstable roles. The youth policy calls unemployment the most urgent challenge facing the Ghanaian youth. It promises job creation, entrepreneurship support, and digital skills training. But Amma says what so many feel. Policies are good on paper, but on the ground, we are still waiting. To its credit, the 2022-2032 policy is Ghana's most comprehensive youth plan yet. And unlike the 2010 version, it includes monitoring tools and an implementation framework under the National Youth Authority. But here's the thing, policy isn't progress until it reaches real people. 3 years in, critics say implementation has been slower than expected. The National Youth Authority still faces funding shortfalls. To understand why progress is slow, you have to look at the system itself, because youth issues don't stand alone. We are still teaching to pass exams, not to solve problems. Graduates often lack the hands-on skills employers need. Inflation and high interest rates make it nearly impossible for youth to start or sustain small businesses. Though the policy says, nothing for youth without youth, appointments and youth programs still often favor the politically connected. Mental health services remain scarce, especially outside big cities. The policy mentions it, but the budget rarely follows. These are not new problems, but they are interconnected. When education fails, jobs suffer. When jobs vanish, mental health declines. When health collapses, civic engagement fades. The youth policy recognizes this. It just hasn't yet proven it can fix it. If you are enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like it and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Other African countries like Rwanda have shown that youth empowerment can work with real investment. Analysts say Ghana risks losing its demographic dividend, the economic advantage of a young population, if it doesn't turn plans into programs soon. As one policy expert said, Ghana doesn't have a youth problem, it has an implementation problem. Let's be fair, the youth policy is a big step forward. It creates a unified national framework and pushes every ministry to think youth first. But its success depends on two things. Money. Without sustained funding, the plan stays theoretical. Accountability. Every promise must be tracked publicly. For now, Ghana's youth remain hopeful but skeptical. They've seen good ideas before, and they are still waiting to see results. The decade 2022 to 2032 is Ghana's youth decade. Whether it becomes a story of empowerment or another missed opportunity depends on what happens next. So here's what you can do. Read the policy. It's available online. Ask your local assembly what's being done for youth. Support youth-led organizations pushing for accountability. Because youth development isn't charity, it's strategy. And understanding that gives us something powerful: clarity and agency. The future isn't coming someday. It's already here, and it depends on you. Watch out for episode 2 on what the policy says about jobs, health, and skills.